All right, guys, we're recording, as we said before. We have a very special guest today, Mr. David Avery, and we're here at the prep area. So, guys, you guys need to walk this gentleman through how to cut an onion. Remember the knife tutorial? What's the first thing he needs to do?
Peel it.
I don't want chats, guys. I want voices. Come on.
Peel it.
Peel it.
You need to peel the onion first.
Peel it. Okay. Thank you.
We're going to let Mr. Avery here use the Chinese cleaver. Now, how is he supposed to hold the knife properly? Using what grip?
Pinch grip.
The pinch grip.
Pinch grip.
Pinch grip is like this. Thumb and index finger. Wrap it around like this. You left hand or right hand?
Right hand.
Okay. Thumb and index finger, you wrap it around like that. Okay. Now, which end of the onion do we leave on, guys? Come on, guys.
Bring it.
The
Bring it. I
top.
want to hear it. Which end of the onion do we leave on?
The
The
top.
hairy end.
The
Oh,
top.
thank you. Who said that? Oh, that was me. All right. Go ahead and cut this end off right here.
Here.
Yes.
That right there.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
And of course, you guys know this knife is sharp because why? A sharp knife gives you more what?
To cut.
More control. Go ahead and cut it right down the middle.
Do this or not?
Uh-huh. There you go.
All right.
So now, what's the next thing that this gentleman needs to do, guys?
Start to peel it.
Start cutting it from the top.
Peel the onion?
Peel the
Peel
onion.
the onion.
Okay. Put that.
Yeah, put that down.
Don't.
Put it down and finish peeling the onion.
All right. Not far. Is that enough layers?
One more. One more.
Is that cut not quite right?
What's that?
Is that cut not quite right here?
Yeah, let's. We're not gonna use that side. This one's an achy spot. We're gonna throw that away.
This was cool.
Yeah, that one's fine. It's good, peel it. It's good.
Appreciate the help, class. This culinary 1 and 2.
This is culinary 1 and 2 both.
Any sophomores?
Uh,
Freshmen?
no freshmen in culinary. We only have sophomores, juniors, and seniors. We have sophomores, juniors, and seniors in culinary 1, and we have juniors and seniors in culinary 2. And my sous chef, Natalie, is in this class.
Ah,
She is the highest ranking female student in culinary.
I look forward to visiting your restaurant
Yes,
next year.
that's right.
Okay, is that right?
So, guys, we're making tomato sauce for pizza. So, what do you think the size of this cut should be? I'm thinking, how about a small dice? What do you think, guys? Hey, guys, I need feedback. Quit hiding behind the microphones. Come on.
Yeah, small dice.
Small dice. How do we start a small dice?
Slice it, but not all the way
Okay.
through.
So we're going to slice and start this way. I'll start it for you. Okay. So we start this way. Like that. I'll let you finish it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's start with here.
You start over there.
Is that good?
Yep. Perfect.
You can go all the way through, did you? Or did you?
Yeah, I did go all the way through. Yeah. Don't worry about the knife. The knife's safe.
Okay.
And so we got that. I'll show you how to do it. So what we're going to do, guys, what do we do next? Come on, tell me.
Cut it the other way so you get a small
Cut the
dice.
other way like this. Come
Thank
up,
you.
come all the way through. I'll just show you right here. Next thing we do is we actually bring it down like that. We're not going to ask Mr. Avery to brunoise an onion. That would be mean. Brunoise. It's 1/16 by 1/16 by 1/16. It's a very small dice. So we're going to go down like this, right, guys? We're going to chop it up like this. We're going to chop it up like this. And what we're getting together, what do we call what we're getting together so we can start cooking, guys, are what? What's the term? Made famous by Escoffier. Talked about this yesterday. And in class. What's the name of the term, guys? Somebody write it up in the chat, please. What's the term?
For that kind of dicing?
No, just for getting everything ready to go. Getting everything ready to go before we start cooking. So this one, this is just going to be for fun. We're just going to crush some garlic. So I'm just going to actually, best way to do it, you want to crush garlic? Don't go, oh, I hope I can. Just take a towel, put it over there. Like that. That's it. Woo! What you want to do is all you want to do with this, I'm not even going to chop it because it's just going to go to flavor the sauce. That was already crushed, so we're just going to throw that in there. What I want you to do is just like this. I'll sample it, take it like this, smash it like that. That's all you do.
Just farmer's market or Rayleigh's.
I got this at Smart Vital. You know, I'm trying to support the grocery stores. They're doing a lot.
Yeah.
They're essential workers. They're working really hard. So you know what? Let's do some business. That's right. We're not just buying toilet paper anymore, guys. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and crush those.
When is American High going to have their garden back again?
I have no idea.
You got it?
Got it.
Okay.
That's perfect. Perfect. Go ahead and sit in there. Make sure the skins are off.
Not quite the same force.
It's okay. Well, I weigh twice as much as he does, so it's okay.
What does it feel like doing this your first day in a restaurant as a newbie, obviously?
You're probably thinking, what people probably think, why am I doing this? Because I want to get in and cook and I want to be on the line. You know what? You got to work your way up to the top in a new restaurant. Perfect. Excellent. You got to work your way to the top. You can't start out at the very top in the kitchen. It's just like joining the military. You don't start out as a sergeant. You don't start out as a colonel. You start out as a private, and you prove it. You pay your dues, and you work your way to the top.
Where was your first kitchen?
My first kitchen was at Denny's in Springfield, Oregon. Actually, I was working on my speed. And my first kitchen in California was formerly known as Arco Arena. I worked on the catering staff there for Chef Gary Daney, and it was a great experience. I went in with the attitude, I'm just at a culinary school. I'm a chef. I know it all. And that short little 5'7" African American gentleman knocked me on my big rear end and humbled me out, and it was the greatest experience of my life. He really did. He showed me that I didn't know everything, that what I learned in school was the base for a good start, and then when I got into the industry and started at the bottom, that's when the real learning began. So it was good.
Pretty cool. Okay. Here, another one I can get. Sit that blue and black bag. That's both sides. Here on the table. And you got it. Your most fresh. And it's on the bottom right.
So guys, while Colonel Avery's they're changing their battery for the film because they're actually doing a film on me for a project, which is great. I'm going to show you, we got the onions going, we got the garlic going, we're getting our mise en place ready, we're getting ready to make our pizza sauce, and we're just getting ready to have a lot of fun with it. And then we actually have our yeast dough, our yeast blooming, and our flour ready. So we'll get the pizza sauce going, then we're going to make our dough, and we're going to actually switch our angle over. We're going to switch our angle over to the cook cam angle, and I'll be back with you guys in just a second.
like cooking at home?
I don't know if anybody's. Any of you guys cooking at home right now?
Extra credit?
So, guys, here we are. And of course, guys, as always, we have our mise together, our mise en place.
A new word.
So I'm going to switch this over here so you guys can see it. What do we have here, guys? Our squeeze bottle of oil all ready to go. I'm going to throw some oil in there. I'm going to get that nice and hot. Right there, ready to go. Okay. We got our onions. We got our garlic. We're going to get them over here. I'm going to let this gentleman come over here, and he's going to show you guys how it's done. While doing that, I'm going to adjust my camera angle. We're going to bring it up here. A little bit more. There we go. Camera angle's nice and adjusted. Cook cam's going on. While we're here, we got our spatula here. Got my drumstick bag with all my tools right here. There you go, sir.
Okay. And I am doing.
Yes. Our guest is going to be cooking the tomato sauce. So what do you want to do? He wants to sweat our vegetables, right? What do we do when we sweat, guys? Vegetables sweat like humans do, don't they? What do? They get hot, they let off water, and they start to smell. This sounds kind of gross, but you know what? It's the way it works. All right, so go ahead and put the onions in there.
Onions first? Okay.
Yep. Hear that sizzle? That's what we want.
Come get some sizzle. Yeah.
All right, guys, so go ahead and stir those around.
It's kind of hot, huh?
It is hot. It's a hot kitchen. We're doing some good stuff here.
So tell me, why are left-handed cooks better?
What's that?
Why are left-handed cooks better? In your
We
humble
just-
opinion.
I was just kidding when I said that.
I know.
Gordon Ramsay's left-handed.
That smells
He's got
good.
18 Michelin stars. Let's go ahead and add your garlic in there.
Prefer gas or electric?
I do prefer gas. Gas is wonderful. We were cooking on electric stoves in this kitchen. That would be terrible. You don't want an electric range when you're working in a professional kitchen because it doesn't heat up in time, and the whole point about it is speed, speed, speed. That's why everything's chopped up. That's why everything's ready to go. We're working on speed, speed, speed.
Have you ever caught on fire?
Have I ever caught on fire?
Because I'm feeling the heat.
Yeah, one time I did. It was my very first year as a cook, and you know what? It's never happened again. All right, so go ahead and add your crushed tomatoes.
Put this down right here.
Yep. Go ahead and add your crushed tomatoes. Get those in there. Start getting them stirred around. You're good to go. He's adding crushed tomatoes to our tomato sauce. Guess what? Most people don't have fresh basil or fresh tomatoes.
Right
Or
here? Get in there closer, real close.
yeah, most people don't have fresh tomatoes or fresh oregano or fresh basil available. Guess what? We're going to go with some dried ingredients. Let's put some dried basil in there. There's nothing wrong with using dried ingredients. It's like, well, you're a chef. You're supposed to use everything fresh. Guess what? Not a lot of times, you know, I went to the store today. They didn't have any fresh oregano or fresh basil. Guess what? You got to use what you have and make it taste good. That's the whole point. Guess what? We got a little dried oregano here. Little Mexican oregano. Change it up a little bit.
Let me guess. Did your mom use this?
Did my mom use this?
Yeah.
No.
Did you make this?
No. My mom used that really powdered fine oregano tomato sauce, but you know what? My mom's tomato sauce was so simple, but it was so good. I think that's what was good about it. Right, so we got our tomato sauce going. We're gonna turn the heat down. We're gonna let that simmer, and then we're just gonna set that a little bit, and we're just gonna let it simmer, let it do its thing. All right. So right now, while that's going, we're gonna switch over here again. Oh, back over to the prep cam. Guess what? We're gonna lower our camera angle again right here, and we're gonna show how we're gonna make this pizza dough. So I've got water I've got yeast. I sent you guys the recipe this morning. I've got lukewarm water. I've got yeast that's bloomed up. I have a pinch of sugar in here because the sugar actually feeds the yeast. The yeast is a living thing. So I'm going to bring this up here.
Hey, Chef,
Yes.
the power just went out at my house. It just went out.
Okay.
So, like if I leave, it's because my phone died and I can't connect my Chromebook to my
That's fine.
my
That's
hotspot.
fine. If that
So
happens,
sorry.
if that happens, no worries. No worries. It happens, guys. Don't even worry about it. If everybody's got things happening, so you know it's okay. So we got this going. Nice little dough hook thing going. So what we're going to do is we're going to start adding. And I am using bread flour. People ask, well, Chef, why don't you use all-purpose flour? You can use all-purpose flour. But why would you? Pizza is what? It's a flat bread. So we're going to use this right here. We're going to bring it together and watch it come together. And when it starts to pull away from the sides of the bowl clean, we know we've done a good job. So that's our pizza dough. I'm going to add a pinch of salt here. So we can add salt now because we've got the yeast all incorporated.
What's that word you use where you've got everything together, you said?
Mise en place. Or mise. Our mise. Mise en place. The Tao of great cooking.
I see you clean up as you go along. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to get a towel here. We're going to clean as we go, guys. And as you can see, we've got our pizza dough coming together. Very, very well. Get a towel here. So wipe off our knife here. Let's sit it right back up here on the... Right back up here. We're going to clean as we go.
What was your expectations for the time of this if you weren't teaching just on your own?
I would wait for the dough to rise, but I'm not going to do that because it's going to rise in the oven anyway.
What about the whole process?
The whole process, probably about an hour, but that's about what we have right now. It's going to be fun. So as you can see, guys, the dough is coming together, and it's pulling away successfully away from the machine. Now, I can sit it there, and I can work it with my hands, but why should I? I'm going to let the machine do the work. Might as well. So while the machine is going right now, I'm going to get everything ready. We're going to get the pan going. We're going to get everything ready for our pizza sauce, and we're just going to make it happen. So guys, let's do this. So right now, guys, you see the dough is going. We don't need this cutting board anymore. Thank you for coming. See you later. There's an adrenaline rush, that runners get when they run. We get this adrenaline kick. We get the same adrenaline kick when we're working on the stuff.
I didn't expect that.
There's an adrenaline kick. It's addictive. Very addictive. While I'm waiting for that, guys, I'm going to wash my hands. Because my hands are a little bit sweaty over here, and we're going to wait for the dough to get going right here.
So they say, too many cooks in the kitchen usually, right? But for Chef Dom, during the time of video conference classes, there's only one cook in the class.
Okay, guys, we got our dough going. It's nice. It's working. It's looking good. So I'm going to re-glove because that's what we do. We glove up.
This is dry towel here?
Yeah, that's a dry towel right there. Okay, guys, so we have our cutting board. We have our, we're going to move over there. We have our sheet pan right here. I'm thinking to myself, well, chef, what gets that great texture on the bottom of the pizza? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's cornmeal. We're going to put some cornmeal down. This is fine ground cornmeal. We're going to put some down. So guess what? So the pizza dough doesn't stick. All right, so we've got that right here. And we're going to shut this off because this is done. I'm going to bring this down. We're going to bring a big ball of dough out here. I'm not even going to worry about, there we go. It's sticking in my hands. I think I need to get some more flour.
Is your home setup similar to this?
No. I have 4 other people in my house. My home setup is nowhere similar to this. So guys, I'm going to set my pizza dough here. I'm going to go get some more flour. I'll be right back.
I don't know what we're doing next. Do you? Do you know what we're doing next? That's. You're here. This is so good. I would have done another 3 years of that tripod, not knowing I can figure this out.
So everybody thinks you have to dust the entire table with flour. No, you don't. Here's what you do. I'll let you do this too.
Okay?
Just put a little flour in your hands like this. And just start working the dough. You don't even want to use a rolling pin on this pizza dough. You want to know why? Because it takes all the air bubbles out of it. So I'm going to let you do that. So go ahead and get a little flour in there. I want you to mash that out.
Like so?
Yep, like that. So go ahead and mash it out. We're going to make a small pizza because guess what? There's only 3 of us in here. We're not going to eat that much. I did not. Hey guys, our other guests today, and certainly not least, we have here Master Sergeant Michael Oceano is with us. Some of you guys have him as a teacher. Yay! Hooray! Ah!
Part-time video.
Sergeant the house! All right, that's good. That's good. The cornmeal?
A solid C- work right there.
Nah, I call it a B+.
All right.
We're going to get it up there. We're going to this dough. We're going to get nice and thin. Here's what we're going to do, guys. What time is it? It's sauce time. The sauce is sauce. Doubly caramelized, but that's okay. I'm going to grab our sauce here, guys. We're going to ladle this on here. Remember, crushed tomatoes, basil, garlic, onion.
You can smell this.
It got a little dark, but you know what? Caramelized tomato is okay. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. See that? There we go.
Chef doesn't like chicken.
What's next? Cheese. We'll throw a little cheese on there. Next one, I'll let you do the honors. A little bit of pepperoni.
I see that you support vegetarians, although you are
What's
not
that?
one.
What's that?
You support vegetarians, but you are not
I love
one.
vegetarians. My sister-in-law's my sister-in-law was a vegetarian. She told me, I eat meat now, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was shocked when she told me she ate meat.
Have you ever cooked for vegans?
Yes, I have. have cooked for a meeting before. You know what? It's not as hard as people think.
Oh, really?
No, it's not. It's not even that big of a deal.
Enough?
Plenty.
Okay.
So guys, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add a little more cheese on there. There's a secret to a good pizza, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'm gonna switch the camera angle over. We're gonna go over to the oven. I'm gonna show you guys right here. So what we have here is we have our oven. We have this smoking hot pizza pan. We're going to pull this out like this. That thing is scalding hot. A little olive oil. A 450 degree pan. Woo! Pizza spatula. Beautiful. Pizza spatula right here. We're going to lay this pizza on that hot smoking pan.
Definitely.
What do we preheat our oven
For
to?
about 10 minutes. You're going to say, well, chef, you're just going to wait around 10 minutes? Oh, heck no. This is culinary. We got more stuff to do.
It's kind of like magic. It's like,
Back over here again.
Excuse me?
Yes,
What do we preheat our oven to again?
450 degrees.
Okay, thank you.
how much time we got, you know? How much time is he got? Are we good on time?
Good on time. We got half hour. This is culinary, guys. Let's say we're working at the Falcon Grill and somebody wants the spicy apple pork stir fry. And, well, the pizza's cooking. So guess what? We're going to cook that up right now. We're going to get that done in 10 minutes while the pizza's cooking. We're going to make sure this is super smoking hot. And I'm not going to use a wok because not all of you guys have woks at home. I'm going to show you guys how to do it in a saute pan.
What is this?
This is a spicy pork.
Oh.
It's what I have here, part of my mise en place. Cornstarch and water to make a slurry. What does this do? It's going to thicken our sauce. So I'm going to let this get super smoking hot right here. We're going to get a little bit of pork in here. Guess what? Mise en place for tools. Got my tongs right here. I'm going to take my pork right here. I'm going to throw it in there, start getting nice and hot. We'll let it cook. What am I going to do right here? Hey, look, we got julienne onions. We're going to put those in there too. Hey, look what we got here. We got some julienne ginger to go with it. We're going to stir fry all that stuff up and get it ready to go. That's right, guys. We got fire.
When's the first time you made something like this?
Like this.
Yeah.
My first time on the line.
So not in school?
Oh, yeah, in school, yeah. That was my first time on the line. The Sandy M restaurant at Lynn Community College. So, guys, here we go. We got this going on. It's like, well, chef, that pork's not cooked all the way. Yeah, you're right, it's not. Just what? We're going to flip it over. We're going to let it cook like that. So what do we do? What are we going to do now? We're going to let this get super smoking hot. Here's what we do. Let's deglaze our pan. Let's get a little apple juice in here. Little apple juice. Let's let it reduce. Here's an idea. Let's add the heat. Let's add a little sambal to that.
Sambal?
Yeah, garlic chili paste.
Cool. Is that Thai sauce?
Yep.
No.
Kind of like sriracha.
Wow.
Then we're going to add a little soy sauce and rice wine vinegar.
It's like a Mongolian barbecue.
Pretty much. What are we going to do, guys? We're going to let that all reduce, right? You'll let it do its thing. We're gonna let it cook. I just threw this stuff together, you know, guys, but it's gonna taste good. You're gonna have the sweetness from the apple juice, the sourness, the saltiness from the rice vinegar and the soy sauce, and the spiciness from the sambal. It's gonna be delicious. A lot of onion in there. See that, guys? Here's what we do. When we're done with that, guess what? I'm gonna shake it. We're gonna add our mix in there. What's it gonna do? It's gonna thicken up our sauce a little bit, isn't it? Check that out. Sauce is nice and thickened up, and guess what? We're gonna finish that with some beautiful green scallions.
Oh, shit, he's a hype man here. I'll do my best.
See that? Actually, we're gonna have a little more green scallion in there because I don't think that's enough. See that, guys? Your rice would normally be done. We don't have any rice this time, but that's okay. But while your pizza's cooking in the oven, you just did another dish, which means you can do multiple dishes on the line at the same time. It's not impossible. So we're gonna give everybody a chance to taste this. So we got the saltiness there, so we don't need to season it because there's already salt in there from the soy sauce. This apple juice, we got it all done. We're just gonna let that sit there. That is done right there. That's cooking. That's finished. I'm gonna go grab a bowl and be right back. Almost done. Wow.
You do not get bored with this stuff. That's it. Zero boredom. You think you ever get this stuff? Try this stuff? Really good. Let's do some chef trivia. Chef is from what hometown?
Oh, there's
You can't answer. I can't hear you.
Oh, the microphone's off over there.
Yeah.
They know what my hometown is. All right, guys, we're gonna go back over here now. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna wipe this off. We're gonna clean as we go, right? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna plate up our pork over here. Oh, it smells good.
Oh, yeah. I love that term, plate up.
It smells really good. I'm actually gonna add a little more scallion on there, just for some freshness. Voila, there you go.
How high is this on your spicy scale?
Probably pretty spicy.
Pretty spicy.
Actually, put some pork here. What's up? Dig in. Whoa. Dig in, sir. It's probably pretty spicy, guys.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Good.
That's incredibly good. I love that heat, too.
You taste the apple, you can taste the soy sauce, you can taste the vinegar, you can taste the spice.
I
It's
didn't
balanced.
expect the apple. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's balanced. Pork and apple, beautiful combination. So while they're enjoying their stir fry, we're going to finish up with the pizza and get that ready to go. See you in a minute. Yes. Hold on one second. So guys, technical difficulties, guys. Sorry about that. Guys, there you have it. We made some pizza today. While we did pizza, we made some stir fry. Showing you guys in a restaurant. Sometimes you guys have to multitask and work 2 dishes at the same time to get it done, you know? Say, for instance, at the restaurant next year. What if the pizza guy doesn't show up for class? Saute guy's got to work pizza station and work saute station at the same time. And yes, guys, it's not if it will happen, it's when and how bad. But now you know, and you can get multiple things done at the same time. Why? Because you have good mise en place, you have good organization, you planned your attack, you attack your plan. So right now, guys, we're going to enjoy this good food. And this is awesome. We have a couple minutes left in class. What do you guys think?
It's wonderful.